Hi everyone, Dan Tortora of Wake Up Call here with you for a very special episode of The Light Between Us. You know that we do it every single month with Chick-fil-A Cicero and Chick-fil-A Clay. We're at Chick-fil-A Clay right now, and we're here with Ike Jarvis to tell his story on The Light Between Us. Ike, happy to be with you.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Now, off the air, Jimmer said that you were his running mate for Chick-fil-A Cicero, that he hired you before they even opened the Chick-fil-A Cicero location. What can you say about the fact that Jimmer believed in you even before there was a building to operate?
Right. Wow, good question. Definitely a very appreciative, for someone to be willing to take a chance on someone they don't even know, to run something like a restaurant that would over the years become very, very successful and important to him and many other people. So definitely humbling and exciting.
Yeah, I'm sorry. For you to have this opportunity and like you said, to run a restaurant, and you're wearing that manager badge here today. How old are you?
20.
20.
Yes, sir.
And you're a manager.
Yes, sir.
What is that when you wake up and you think that you're a manager at 20 years old, and not just a manager but at Chick-fil-A?
Right. It's crazy, honestly. Sometimes it's it's crazy to grasp the fact that like we said, I'm a manager, and I'm a boss of so many people and of a very successful and busy company.
Yeah.
And it's really exciting to lead the team, but honestly, it's even more exciting. And I think the best part for me is being able to I'm a leader, but also being able to serve the team that I lead is one of the best parts for me, honestly.
You brought up the fact that service is such a big part of leadership. Let's get into that a little bit deeper. Some people think to be a leader is to be a boss. To be a leader is to tell people what to do. You're saying no, to be a leader is to serve.
Right. I think honestly, to be a leader, you've got to love the people you lead a lot, and you've got to be willing to serve them. Because I think that we as leaders, there are times when it's like I said, there's times when it's time to lead,
yeah,
and there's times when it's time to serve. And usually, as long as you serve your team and serve the people and you love them, everything else falls into place. And leading included in that.
Jimmer Sikowski, the owner-operator of both locations here in Central New York for Chick-fil-A Cicero and Chick-fil-A Clay, he said you had a very interesting story to tell. What is your story?
Yeah, so if we can go back a few years, maybe 2015, kind of a normal day, I started out and I had a physical, something that everybody has. It's a really normal thing.
Yeah.
And the doctor comes in, and the nurse comes in, and she's she's doing her thing, and she's checking the heartbeat and everything. And they noticed something really weird with the heart. And it was kind of okay. And she's like, I'm gonna have a doctor come in and just gonna check this out a little further for you. And so doctor comes in, takes another listen, and he's like, well, I think I hear a heart murmur. And so I believe I was 15 or 16 at the time. And so that was something that really I had no idea what it was. And so he's like, kind of where we went from there was let's go see a cardiologist. And that's what we did the next week. And so there we found out that I had some holes in the heart. And so from then it was a really, really fast process. He said, this is what needs to happen, this is what we need.
Yeah.
And a month later, I had received my first heart surgery, which was basically a catheter kind of procedure, very not invasive at all. And basically it was kind of an umbrella type of device, a metal, a mesh type of device. And what it would do would be guided up through the veins to the heart, and when they got it in place, they would pull it, and it would kind of open up and close the holes. And so it did that. It did what it was supposed to do. But it wasn't until a few months later where I became really, really, really sick. And it it was kind of like a sickness, like can't walk, can't move, don't want to stand up, don't want to eat.
Yeah.
And so, you know, after months of doctor's offices and cardiologist appointments, and like no one could find out the issue. And one day I just remember one day I was really, really sick. I got so sick. And my mom was like, you know, this is crazy. And she brought me to the ER.
Yeah.
Where I had gotten a spinal tap and a bunch of other tests, and it was revealed that they diagnosed me with bacterial and spinal meningitis. And it was about a 3-month stay in the hospital and just tests and tests and tests. And finally it was revealed that the device that was placed the year before had gotten seriously infected. And kind of was like starting to deteriorate inside the heart. And so after that, like I said, 3 months in the hospital on antibiotics and everything, kind of like working to clear that up so they could actually open up and do an open heart procedure, remove it and cover up the holes again.
I don't even know where to begin. You look totally healthy, totally fine. You're smiling, you're having a good time, you're joking around with Jimmer. How do you view a day? You know, so I think people, I don't want to say a lot of people, but in today's world sometimes it feels like people wake up and they just don't care, right? They don't, think about things. They wake up and they're complaining the second that they wake up. How do you wake up? I mean, does it, after all of that, is every day to you just a, when you open your eyes, like a thank you God, we get to do it again?
For sure, I'd absolutely agree. I think honestly, a day for me is like you said, waking up and just give thanks first off, and then a day is a blessing. It's an opportunity to help, to bless everyone that you come in contact with, and it's like the little things, waking up and like realizing I woke up today. That means something. What am I gonna do with that? So I think for me, every day is just like, how can I bless someone? How can I serve someone?
And how do you do that?
I do that mainly like a lot, through these places, through this place and through this work, and it kind of just comes back to like the role that I'm in, like being a manager, and I have this opportunity to like not only lead and serve a team, but like serve like these people that we see every day, these strangers that we just open up to and like share everything, share this place with them.
And when you have the opportunity to do this, and you have the opportunity to make somebody's day, what is the kind of most exciting moment that maybe you've had over these last few years working at Chick-fil-A Cicero and Chick-fil-A Clay? Maybe a story or two of someone whose day you got to make in a special way.
That's a good question. Honestly, there would be so many. If I have to name one, I would probably have to say that back when I was in Cicero, through the winter time, we were a really busy restaurant back then, and we're in the middle of like a rush, a Saturday rush, and I'm outside. I'm on an outside position. I'm actually on this position right here.
Yeah.
And there's a guest who's kind of like giving the team a little bit of a rough time, not the happiest.
Yeah.
And so it was really something small, but like I went up to the guest and just kind of started talking like I do with everybody, and found something to connect with him on. Like I'm a car enthusiast, so he was driving a really nice car, and I was like, I chose the car to like start the conversation. And this is a really nice car, I bet it has this, right? Did you know this and all that? And we kind of we got to talking, and he opened up a little bit, and then the next thing that I did was took care of like his meal. I didn't charge him for it. I told him I would take care of it.
Yeah.
And so, and then after that, he explained, my goodness, how did you know, like, not maybe like, how did you know, but he was kind of like, I've had the worst day, and this is honestly like a bit of hope for me. And like, so it's always, it's a small thing, but I think mainly it's those things.
You know, and that's the thing, is when somebody's upset, especially to a total stranger, there's always a story, right? There's something in the background, and we just see somebody being mean, and so some people respond, you know, mean with mean, right? Anger with anger. Okay, you're going to be like that. Well, then I'm going to be like that. You're going to honk. I'm going to honk. And then other people say, you know what? No, this guy's obviously having, or this lady's having a day, and so I'm going to find something that matters to them, and I'm going to reach out and extend an olive branch and see if I can't make their day better.
Absolutely.
You know, and you might have changed that guy's entire week.
Right. And I think the best part about it is like, I'll never know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him since that day, but I can take pride and joy in the fact that, like, as far as it goes with me, like, my part was done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I reached out, I blessed him in what I thought like I could.
Yeah, and I think, you know, speaking here with like Jarvis, In the Light Between Us, a special on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora monthly, brought to you by Chick-fil-A Cicero and Chick-fil-A Clay, with the team members of Chick-fil-A Cicero and Chick-fil-A Clay. Final point here is your faith in God. How do you keep it after everything you've been through, after all the reasons you have to complain and all the reasons to say, why me? Why do you love God?
Wow, it's a deep question. I think, like, and I mean, since I was little, you know, grow up in church. I'm in church every Sunday, and I think that a lot of it really just stems from, like, I've been given these, like, I've had this amazing life, and so many blessings and so many things to be thankful for, and like every day for me is like waking up and giving God thanks for everything that He's done and will do. And I think that the love for Him comes from there. Like, everything that I've needed, He's given me, and all that. And so I think that's, you know, He's definitely a God that deserves our love. And I think that's awesome.
I can't end it in any other way. Definitely a God that deserves our love. Like Jarvis and myself, Dan Tortora, come out to Chick-fil-A Cicero and Chick-fil-A Clay and show your support for not only a fantastic place, but fantastic people that help make it what it is. Chick-fil-A is just different, and I know that. That's why I've wanted to work with them, and Jimmer made that possible. And people like you, Ike, I wouldn't meet if not for Jimmer and if not for these opportunities.
Right.
So thank you, sir.
Absolutely, my
for
pleasure.
everything.
Thank
and
you.
Just take it, folks. That's even someone who had holes in their heart found a way to patch those up and love through that. So take your full heart today and do something with it. Thanks, Ike.
My pleasure, man. Thank you.